Hey everybody, so I wanted to show some ways that I've learned how to do Noto, which is the art of returning the sword. So to return the sword, you have to have the sword out, and the way I was taught in the dojo was, basically a lot of it can get really fancy. You can do a couple different things, but the main thing you want to keep in mind is how to be aware of where the sword is when you're putting it up. And if you're looking at this from a martial type of standpoint, the mindset you want to have is your opponent maybe just got cut down, maybe you're putting your sword up because nothing really happened, but you have to keep your eyes on your target in case they move. You also have to be able to keep your eyes around you to stay aware of what's going on so you don't end up dead. And a very easy way to do this, and once you learn this little kind of trick, you'll be able to kind of customize what you want your Noto to be like, or how you want to stylize it a little bit, make it your own. So the trick is corrode, and I think that translates to I don't know if it's koi fish mouth or just fish mouth, but basically it's this little pocket you make with your hand, and the pocket is going to go over your saya, the very tip. You want, the way I was taught, you want your middle finger wrapping pretty much around the edge of pretty much the tip of the saya. Wrap that around, and that'll go in your hand, and then your index finger will be coming over, and it'll kind of cross the opening, and you finish the corrode by closing or connecting the index finger and your thumb, and you'll make a little hole. And so what this will do is, while you're returning the sword, now this is done in so many variety of ways that it's ridiculous, but basically what you're doing is, whether or not you're drawing the spine of the blade across the webbing in between your thumb and your index finger, or whether you're drawing it across your thumb and your index finger, you're feeling for that moment when the tip passes by. And as soon as you feel that, you know the sword can dip down and go into the saya. And so, this can, it's done in so many different ways that it's not worth telling you guys exactly how to do it, but I just wanted to let you know that that's how you feel when you can put your sword up without cutting yourself. And I'm doing this with my Iaito, so it's not sharp, So I started doing this with a bokken, and it came with a saya, and I practiced with that for a long time, and steadily worked my way up. But drawing the sword and returning the sword is always something I've always kind of been fascinated with, just because I kind of mentioned that samurai type martial arts type anime was a big influence in me actually getting swords and getting into sword training. And Rurouni Kenshin, you guys might have watched the series. Phenomenal. If you haven't, watch it because it's awesome. Watch the OVAs, it's badass. But his whole style was Batsujitsu, and that was, I don't know exactly what that means. I've been trying to figure this out. I think it means, attacks from a sheath position. And that's why I actually do so many drop cuts and draw cut type techniques, because that was something I really wanted to learn how to do. I wanted to perfect that, because just the martial type strategy involved in that, you know, being able to one cut, one kill, you know, being able to attack as you're drawing your sword, minimal amount of movement, very fast, and very adaptable. Like, you can parry and then attack. You can, there's so many different things you can do. You can block and come out over. You can, I mean, I'm not even going to get into all this crap, but I just want to show you guys how I do my Noto. And that's basically with the corrode. And I just feel, so as I'm sliding down, the blade will eventually, I'll feel the tip go past this point of my hand. It'll slide, and I'll feel that dip. And when it hits the pinch, where my thumb and index finger are pinched, I know that's exactly where I can dip the sword back in and return it to the side. So, that was a bit of a rambled explanation, but I hope that helps. And I hope it will enable other people to get familiar with Noto